Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Random Reaction. So I just gotta say, since the last one, not the last one, episode I think 49 or 50, I can't remember, the Monty Python cheese shop one that got blocked worldwide, so it's like cut out part of the video. So because of that, I just gotta like take less risk, and basically I'm going to do 2 reactions per episode, which is probably not a good idea, but that's what we're doing, because basically if that happens again, video gets blocked worldwide, I can just cut the video in half. I can just cut the first reaction off, or the last reaction off. If I do 3 reactions and the one in the middle gets blocked, then what do? I don't want to delete the video. That's the problem with me. Like, I want to keep a streak, and I prefer my playlist to be chronological order. So if episode 51 gets blocked after like episode 70 comes out, what do I flip and do? So you get the point. So just to take less risk, we're doing 2 reactions per episode. So just so you know. Anyway, first we got some Smosh, Mighty Smoshin' Power Rangers, and we got True Pizza Delivery Stories animated. So True Pizza Delivery Horror Stories animated. So it's a horror story regarding pizza, and it's animated. So yeah, enough talking. There's another request as well, that was a Rocket League game. I was requested a Rocket League game to react. It was a great game. Not worth a reaction though. I just don't really like, I don't really react to gameplay, to be honest, unless it's like something like really funny, like a parody or something, like, you know, Obama plays Call of Duty or whatever. Those things are funny, but like just normal gameplay for me, it's not great to react to be honest. But that was a good game. I mean, it was insane. It was an insane ending to that game. So it was Rocket League Championships with a live audience. NRG versus Dignitas. It was a good game. That's what I'm gonna say. Just no reaction though. Anyway, let's do this. Smosh first. Go, go, Power Rangers! It's an iconic theme song. He looked a little too happy.
I have a couple packages for you guys. Alright, on the count of 3, we'll open ours at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3! Red Ranger! Dude,
Oh dear.
the Red Ranger is my favorite Ranger.
He's everyone's favorite Ranger.
Hey fellas, can I be the Pink Ranger? No!
My favourite too, to be fair. Was my favourite colour as well, coincidentally.
Trick or treat! That means give us candy.
I've got something for you.
Wait, what are those?
Go yourselves.
That guy looked familiar, the old guy.
I know, and plus he thought that condoms were candy. Like, what kind of idiot thinks that condoms are candy? You know?
Yeah.
Stop it, it's mine!
Oh dear.
No, it's my candy! No, no.
Candy!
Hey, get away from that kid!
Screw off, cheese farts! Someone's gotta teach
Oh,
this
dear.
guy a lesson. Right. It's morphin' time!
Where's your helmet, mate? It's not quite complete. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say.
Prepare for a knuckle sandwich! Yeah!
That's a nice shot. The green one. Oh dear.
Good thing I always wear my medieval body armor, bitches! Hey, not so
Oh, dear.
fast! It's morphin' time! Pterodactyl! You won't
Um,
mess with my friends and get away with it! You see
Okay.
what happened to your girly friends? I'm impervious to your fish! Yeah, but what about bullets?
America. That's all I gotta say to that. Just America.
There's only one thing we could do now.
What?
Ian. Ian. Ian.
Dead guys getting Ian's mom!
I thought it'd be a zombie for a second. What happened to the mailman after he ran away? Okay. I'm not sure what to say to that, so let's move on. I feel like this is going to be something scary. I'm looking forward to it, strangely. I don't think I should sit too close to the screen.
I was out doing a delivery one late night. It was probably the longest drive I'd have ever taken for a pizza delivery.
Oh, really?
From the pizza place I worked at, It was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out where I live. Plus, they ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I would get a much bigger tip. Navigating the dirt roads at night was always annoying, though. I pulled up to the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building, literally in the middle of a forest clearing.
Okay.
There were no cars parked anywhere, or any lights on. I put my car in park and called my boss.
I would leave.
I asked him to reread the address at least 3 times to make sure I typed it in right, but that checked out. I could tell he was in a really bitchy mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out.
I would leave.
He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4. I was insanely unnerved, but got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building. There was no doorbell, so I just knocked really hard.
I don't want to know what happens now.
I heard nothing and didn't really expect to hear anything. I was extremely disappointed.
Since we're hearing the story, he's
Not
alive,
because
right?
nobody answered the door, but because I was realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas.
Right.
I knocked 1 more time out of desperation. And then began to hear some kind of rustling noises from inside of the building.
Right.
I knocked again and yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now. I felt a bit more uncomfortable now than before. But before I could turn around, I noticed something at the window. There was someone looking through the window. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. All I noticed were their eyes. Their eyes were open wider than I knew possible,
Okay.
staring intently at me. I was disturbed enough by this and dropped the pizzas and ran back to my car. The shitty thing wouldn't start until turning the key for the 3rd time. I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road, but I felt the car rocking about, shaking and bumping. Something wasn't right. I didn't make it far from the building before I started hearing a sharp scraping sound coming from outside. There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop. I got out of the car to check what the hell was wrong. A chill ran up my spine as I began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats.
Wait.
My tires had been slashed and had completely fallen off the rim. Not just the front though. All 4 tires were slashed. I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building. Instead of running, I got back in the car and locked the doors. I was so close to that building, I could practically see it from where I was, if it weren't for the trees blocking the view.
Okay.
I dialed 911 and explained everything to the operator. She told me the cops would be over as soon as possible and that I need to stay hidden. I asked her if it was advisable to stay in the car or run, and she told me it would be best to stay in the car with the door locked. She asked me to stay on the line with her until the cops arrived. My whole body was shaking. In all directions, there was nothing but dark, seemingly endless forest. I knew it would take forever for the cops to get there. I was not comfortable with sitting in that car so close to whoever did this. The next part, though, is what utterly destroyed me. It still shakes me to this day, and I hope nobody ever has to experience this kind of fear.
What?
As I was scanning all the windows, making sure nobody was outside, I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was the same person I saw at that window. Eyes open wider than ever.
What sort of messed up
I could see now
rubbish is
that
this?
it was a woman, and I could ever so slightly see a smile begin to spread across her face. I opened my door and full-on sprinted into the woods, not caring how much noise I made.
Into the woods?
I ran until I was out of breath, which didn't take long, and I hid behind a giant log on the ground. I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hands as I waited and waited for what felt like hours, until I finally heard sirens in the distance. I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, The glowing red and blue lights came into view, and I had never felt better in my life.
Right.
They were parked in front of my car, investigating with flashlights. I came out yelling at them like a lunatic to help me. I fell to the floor and started to gag, almost throwing up from running so much. They picked me up and began to question me, to which I explained everything to the best of my ability.
Right.
One of the two cars drove over to the building, and the two officers began to search the building. They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects. These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires. The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately they were never found. And that still kills me to this day. I obviously quit my job right after that and started working at a local grocery store.
I would too, mate.
I know that I'll never forget seeing that woman.
His name's...
at the back of my
Did it say
car.
David there? Is that the actual name? A bit funny. That at the end is for comedy for sure. Oh, okay. I mean, I hope that's true. I mean, I hope it's not true actually. But some parts I was just like, this is too crazy to be true. Like, it sounds too much like a horror movie to be true. But then again, you know, there's probably some weird people in America. I assume there's in America anyway. I don't know what to say. That had me, I was proper into that. I was just like, I didn't want to know what happened, but I was kind of intrigued to hear like how this is gonna go. But I do hope that actually happened. I mean, I don't. Sorry, I don't hope it happened. But what I'm trying to say is, I was so into that. So if it's a lie, someone's on the list, because I hope that's not a lie. Because some parts I was just like, okay, he's lying now, surely. But you know, that's me never wanting to deliver pizza. If someone ever asked me to come and deliver food for them, I'm just gonna be like, nope. I could get my tire slashed by someone, so I shall not take the risk. That is scary though. That is rather scary. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya. I'm a bit haunted now.